Hello friends, this is the Cryptonian. Welcome back to my channel. Today's Thursday early morning, and Bitcoin currently is at resistance. We see that Bitcoin is at 34,400. But before we get into that, let's take a look at the market. Bitcoin up 21% for the 7-day period. Ethereum 18% for the 7-day period and 3% for the day. We can see that the altcoins are starting to move and catch up to Bitcoin, and XRP up 16% for the week. We see Lido, staked Ether, up 18%. Solana up a 34%, which is huge. Cardano finally catching up, 21% for the week. Dogecoin 23% for the week, up 8% just today. And so we can see that the altcoins are moving, and they're putting in that reversion play, that move back to the 200 moving average that I talked about some time ago. And I put that in the video as a strategy video. You can take a look at that to get more information on that. But I did think that the reversion play was going to be a little bit earlier, but that did not happen when I made the video. But it did finally happen, and now we see those reversion plays take place. Chainlink 48% for the week, huge. Polygon 27% profit for the week. Wrapped Bitcoin 21%. So we can see that there are some really big numbers being achieved by these altcoins. Now, some of the altcoins are not performing as well. And so this is a good time to take a look at which ones are performing well. And those would be the ones that, in my opinion, again, not investment advice, these coins most likely will perform very well in 2024. Like Aptos, 33% profit, and Quant, 25% profit for the week. So as we go down, we see some really big performers. Injective Protocol, 50% for the week. So that being said, the rotation that I talked about earlier is taking place. Whenever Bitcoin moves, when Bitcoin is finished moving after a big strong move, then the altcoins actually catch up, because the momentum changes from Bitcoin to the altcoins, and then you see that move up for the altcoins. The altcoins do try to catch up to Bitcoin, although Bitcoin in this early stage of the market usually outperforms altcoins. That being said, on the 4-hour here, we see that Bitcoin here is at resistance, and we can see that we're starting to level off, and we are starting to go sideways here. Now, the RSI in the 4-hour is 68. And we did even see over 75 for the RSI. The EMA is bullish. The DMA trend is bullish. And however, we are in contraction. And so when we take a look at the Cryptonian volatility mod, this is the tool that I created before. It's really helpful to know and show when the impulse of the move, when the majority of the move is over. And we can see here that when we had a move higher, for example here, the Cryptonian volatility mod line was blue. And then we went up, we hit an overheated RSI, and then we started to go sideways into consolidation. Excuse me. That is seen as a yellow line on the Cryptonian volatility mod. And so here we're running into resistance. We're overheated once again, and we can see the yellow line appear here. So this is showing that this move to the upside is for now over, and that we should expect, or could expect, some possible sideways consolidation, or even a little bit of pullback and correction in price. Now, that being said, we are at resistance, and on the daily chart we can see where that resistance is from. Here we can see it's a yellow line that That yellow line was created by previous price action. And also we are at the resistance on a diagonal ascending channel, which is this white line here. Now these ascending channels usually are bearish, but if there is a lot of strength and momentum, then you can actually break to the upside and continue in strength to the upside. And Ethereum likes to do that quite often. Now here on the daily chart, we can see that the momentum from the Cryptonian volatility mod is still moving higher and is still blue. We do not have a reversal yet. And so we could see another impulse to the upside. Now on the RSI on the daily is overheated, overextended, almost 90, right? So right now is not, in my opinion, right now probably is not the time to buy because we're at resistance. We could see some type of consolidation. That would be the time to enter, or some type of a pullback. That would be the time to enter once prices show support. On the daily, the trend's bullish. No, we're in expansion and there's no reversal yet, although I do expect reversal to occur. Now, when we take a look at the weekly, we can see the structure much better. Now, here on the weekly, there are some very important elements to recognize. Number one, the RSI is 70, showing strength. We are in a bullish trend on the weekly, and we are in expansion, just starting the expansion down here, and we're not in a reversal yet. So we could be going higher here, and we just have to be patient and wait for the market to play out. Now, once we have these strong moves higher, we can see that here we had sideways price action for a few weeks. So we could probably see some sideways price action for a few weeks, and then maybe another push to the upside. Now, in previous bear markets, I did do some research, and I did find out that the price, when it comes off of the bottom of a bear market, quite frequently, or should I say not frequently, but commonly, does go back up and push up into what's called the bearish golden pocket, and that is usually the Fibonacci 618 here. So we could be going about 20% higher than where we are now, and even probably even higher than that. So if I take a measurement from where we are now, 20% would be the beginning of that the golden pocket for the bears, and we could even go as high as 37%, which is the Fibonacci 618. Now, in previous markets, we did see a move back to the 618, and then after that, we did see a move back down to the line, the horizontal line that is created by price action before the price breaks down into the final phase of the bear market, the deepest part of the bear market correction. So it's very possible we could go to the bear pocket, the bearish golden pocket. That begins at 41,500, and that ends at the 618 Fibonacci at 47,500. So we could have about 20 to 30% more upside possible before the end of the year. Now, I say before the end of the year because usually the end of the year is where we see a lot of selling getting close to the holidays, because people, they want to take their profits and they want to buy Christmas presents or, other types of family gifts or family projects, maybe a car or whatever at the end of the year. So that being said, we could have more upside here, but we need to be careful because we are at resistance. Resistance locally here, 36,300, which is this point right here. So if we move higher than that, then 41 to 47,000 is most likely the target. So there you go, friends. I don't want to make the video too long. I hope you're doing well. I hope you've had a good week, and I hope your weekend coming up is a good one. Now, just a quick note that going into the weekend, we could see some sideways consolidation here, and then we also could see another push higher. Now, on Fridays, we have seen Fridays become bullish for Bitcoin, and this Friday we'll just have to wait and see. But we could very well, after some days or this weekend, maybe make another push to the upside. Now, if the longer that we wait, and the more sideways consolidation that we put in, the stronger that move will be to the upside, and the more probability we will have of breaking that resistance line. So I'm not expecting anything major right now. I'm expecting probably some sideways consolidation at this level, and we'll have to wait and see what happens. But on the daily, or excuse me, on the weekly, one other thing to take a look at is the volume. We have to be careful here because volume is drying up. You can see down here, volume is very low compared to previous previous areas of interest. Here we had a lot of volume because that was the bottom, of course. But the higher we go up into this area, the lower the volume that we see. So we could see buying interest dry up here, and that means we could see some type of maybe a pullback here. A pullback could come back down, retesting 31,500 to 32,000, and then we could have another push higher. We'll just have to wait and see. But there you go, friends. That is the analysis for Bitcoin. I hope you're doing well. Please click like. It's free. It helps the channel out. And if you'd like more videos like this, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. See you next time.